As anyone involved in the mobile technology industry knows, it can be very easy to overlook devices that are a couple months old. We're always looking forward to the next thing, and sometimes forget to look back upon some really great devices that we might have missed, looking forward to the next big thing. Hey there everyone, how are you doing? My name is Joe Maring, and in this video today here on Mobile Cup of Joe, I'm going to be giving you my full review of the Nokia Lumia Icon on Verizon Wireless. So the Nokia Lumia Icon was released just a couple months ago, kind of passed under my radar, but I got it in from my PR contact at Verizon, spent a couple weeks with it, and I am really impressed. And in short, this is probably my most favorite Windows Phone 8 device I have used to date. So let's go ahead and take a look and see why this little gadget is so special and why I would not mind getting into your contract with it. Let's go ahead and start the video right now here at MCOJ, but guys, before we go any further, please go ahead and grab that coffee cup, fill it up, bring it over, and sit on down. Take a swig from your mobile cup of Joe. Okay, so here we go with my full review for the Nokia Lumia Icon. A big thanks to my pals over at Verizon for sending this out to me for review and giving me the chance to review it for you guys here today. Slide that piece of paper out of the way. Let's not waste any more time and dive into some design and build quality aspects of this device. First off, you can see the Nokia Lumia Icon has this very industrial look to it. The front is a black slab with an edge-to-edge display. You can see the sides of the display are kind of tapered right here. So when you're swiping it, just this very nice all-around glass, you can see it is kind of curved there all on the edges of the glass. Below that, we have our three Windows Phone capacitive touch buttons, our back button, our home or start screen button, along with our search button. Up top, Verizon logo, our speaker, front-facing camera, and our Nokia logo. Going on to the back, you see that we have this polycarbonate back right here, and on the side we do have aluminum. So it is a kind of dual design thing. We have real aluminum all around the frame of the device. However, when we do get to the back side, we have that famous Nokia polycarbonate. Now the back is rather bland actually. We have a Verizon logo, 4G LTE, a Nokia branding, Carl or PureView, Zeiss 20 megapixel branding, all right there, then our 20 megapixel camera with dual LED flash. Now, personally, I think this design works really well. You can see the edges are very flat with rounded corners right here, but they are extremely flat, so flat in fact you can actually stand the phone on its side and even on the bottom if your heart so desires. So some people will like it, some people won't. Personally, I really don't mind it at all. You can see, of course, this is not the prettiest phone out there, and a lot of people are going to say it's really ugly because it's a black brick essentially, but I enjoyed it a lot. It felt good in the hand. Those really very flat edges gave it a good solid grip. It has good weight to it. Feels like a very sturdy device. If you look on top, we have two kind of like lines right here and on the bottom as well. And what I really like about the Lumia Icon is that the FCC information is actually etched into the bottom side of the phone right next to the micro USB charging port. So we don't really see that. Usually that's smacked in the bottom side of the back of the phone. But having it kind of etched in there is a very cool design cue. Again, you can see those kind of stripes right there as well. Lumia Icon is also available in a white model, which does look a bit better in my opinion, but the black model does get the job done. Feels very sturdy again, good weight in the hand. 5 inches right here, so in terms of dimensions, it's not the smallest, but not the biggest out there, kind of in the middle right there. 5 inches or 4.7 inches, kind of a sweet spot for me. With the voice cracking is always fun too. But 5 inches is a good display size, and all in all, I really do like the design of this device right here. Now let's go ahead and move on to some hardware specifications. The Nokia Lumia Icon is packing in a 2.2 gigahertz quad-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 800 processor with 2 gigabytes of RAM and an Adreno 330 GPU with 32 gigabytes of internal storage. So let's go ahead and hop into a game right here so you can see how gaming performance rolls. Swiping through the start screen, going over here, and swiping through all applications is very fast. I'll go ahead and load up Asphalt 8 Airborne so you can see how a game with high graphics does perform. I really enjoyed gaming on this device and really multitasking and performing all sorts of tasks. So we're going to go ahead and hit OK. We'll go to play, and we'll go ahead and just start with the first race on here. Very addicted to this game, extremely fun, especially on this beautiful display, 5 inches, 1920 by 1080p, full HD, very, very good pixel density. You're going to see right here just how much that display helps when you're gaming. Zoom in just a touch more. 3 and 2, a 1. Let's get racing. You can see right there that this is running really, really good. No troubles whatsoever with powering through a heavy and graphically intense game like Asphalt 8. No drops in the frame rate, speeding through everything, using our nitro boost with very, very lots of ease. You see no real stutters or anything. You can't complain really at all when it comes to the processing speeds here on the Lumia Icon. Hop out of that, go ahead and hop into Internet Explorer, which is right here. Let's go ahead and type in technobuffalo.com, just because that is what's on my mind right now. Loading up the page. Let's go ahead and scroll through this, pop into an article right here, and it's loading that up. I can go ahead and go home, hop into IMDb, and from here I can go ahead and look at Amazing Spider-Man 2, and I can go ahead and watch a trailer right here. All this running very fast. You can see there's no hiccups whatsoever. Windows Phone 8 along with that Snapdragon 800 SoC really is quite awesome. And you can see that 5-inch 1920 by 1080p full HD display really brings the whole package together. So intense processing power with that great display. As you can see right there, very beautiful and bright colors. Nokia's clear black technology for those very deep blacks on here. Pretty stark whites, all in all, really great colors. Windows Phone always has Nokia phones with their clear black technology always look really, really great. And the live tile world of Windows Phone 8 always looks so pretty on these devices. The contrast of the colors and the black just look absolutely beautiful. Now let's go ahead and talk about that camera, which is honestly one of my favorite aspects of this device. We have a 20 megapixel Carl Zeiss PureView camera lens on the back, a dual LED flash along with our standard front-facing camera right here. Now we can hop into the camera app by using our camera shortcut hardware key right here, which will automatically open up Nokia Camera, which is essentially Nokia Pro Cam, but Nokia Camera is the new version of it. So you can see here we have all of our basic settings. We can swipe this out to adjust our white balance right here. We can adjust the manual focus, our ISO, our shutter capture speed, and the exposure volumes. So very easy. I usually don't toy around that much with the manual settings, but I found with the very intuitive user interface and the ease of doing it here on the Nokia Lumia Icon, in the Nokia Camera app, I was adjusting my focus and my aperture, ISO, my white balance a lot more often than I normally do. So we can hop into video recording just by simply sliding this down, and if we tap on the video icon, we will start recording the video. And if we swipe again, we have Smart Sequence, where if we do that, it'll capture a bunch of pictures, load it up, take a few shots, and then from there, when we go to view it, it'll show us best shot, action shot, motion focus. So, we can't really do anything, change faces, remove moving objects. Nothing you can really do with a blank table right here, but if you're using it in the right situation, it does work very, very good. Now, go ahead and hop back into that camera app. In terms of actual camera quality, I was very, very impressed with the pictures I took on the Nokia Lumia Icon. Now, they're probably not the best out there, especially when you compare it to something like the Nokia Lumia 1020 with that gigantic 41 megapixel camera. But for a 20 megapixel camera, and with really a very small sensor, I was incredibly impressed with the images I was able to capture with this phone right here. Taking photos with it was an absolute joy. Adjusting the focus and the white balance was fantastic. I loved finding new places outside. It was just around springtime while I had this device. The flowers were blooming. Took a bunch of pictures, and as you can see right here, they all turned out really good. The detail in these are fantastic. You can go on the screen and zoom in all the way, and you can see that they do not lose any quality at all. Lots of detail packed into these. I found that colors are actually represented pretty nicely. They're still bright and colorful without being oversaturated, and I really did enjoy it. Really nothing negative to say about this camera. Again, it's not the absolute best quality. You're still going to have some competition again with the Nokia Lumia 1020 and the iPhone 5S, which has a pretty solid camera. But really, you can't go wrong with this device. In regards to battery life, you do have a 2040 2420 milliamp hour battery, 2420 milliamp hours on here. Got a bit confused with all these specs running into my brain right now. But I found that in normal testing, basic single day of really hard usage with this device, if you use it very sparingly, you might be able to get a day and a half or so out of it. But I found that using it normally with my use, which includes a lot of video watching, bunch of camera taking, or picture taking rather, a bunch of social media with Twitter, Instagram, Vine, Facebook, watching YouTube videos, pulling accounts from my Gmail account, get through a full day, no hard time about that. You have the power saving mode on here when your battery does get low, which helps a lot. So pretty basic battery life, nothing to get too excited about, but it does work really well. In regards to call quality, callers sound really good on here. They said we sounded great as well. Not the best sounding, but it does sound very, very clear. Verizon's 4G LTE data is on here as well. Right now I'm only getting 3G, but I did take this to a town across from me. Really solid data speeds with download and uploads. What you'd expect from Verizon's lightning fast 4G LTE connectivity services. And now for the final part of the review, let's talk about that software. The Nokia Lumia Icon is currently running Windows Phone 8 Black, or the Lumia Black update rather. There is an upgrade to Windows Phone 8.1 coming in the near future when Microsoft does finally release it, but for the time being, we are still stuck on Windows Phone 8 with the Nokia Black update. Now it's not bad by any means, it's still very smooth, you have all the customizations and features you love about Windows Phone, but there's no Cortana on here yet, there's no added customization with the start screen, you don't have your notification center type thing yet, but those are all coming, so it's kind of an interesting point right now. I want to say the software is fantastic because very soon we will be getting the upgrade to 8.1, which will bring a lot of features and really enhance what you can do with this phone. But with where it's standing at right now, it's still Windows Phone 8. Now, I really do like Windows Phone 8. I am an Android user. That's what I use as my daily driver. I've always used Android as my daily driver just because it fits me a bit better. But every time I come back to use a Windows Phone device, I fall in love with it all over again. I love how the applications all have that unified look of Windows Phone. You can tell everything just looks like it belongs. The Twitter app right there, we can go and hop into the Pandora application. We'll go ahead and we'll not do that because we're not logged in. But we go to Shazam, you can see right here, once it loads up, that unified design right here just looks like Windows Phone. Back out of that, hop into IMDb. It looks like Windows Phone. I really like how Windows Phone looks. I love the icons. I love the live tiles. I love how simple and fluid everything is. And I've always been a really big fan of it. Now, in regards to the application store with Microsoft's Windows Store, it is getting better. It is bounds better than it was when it first came out. If we go to applications now, we have Amazon Mobile. We go to, let's go to top 3 right now. We have a lot of the basic ones like YouTube HD, Skype here, News. We have Zedge on here. We have Kick Messenger. You know, you have your Snapchat client, Netflix, Microsoft Health and Fitness, Twitter, Vine, Google Search, a Google Maps client, which actually works really well. Vimeo, CNET, Battery, 6tag. I actually have the full Instagram application now, though. Again, Vine, I already said that. Shazam, Netflix, IMDb, Wikipedia. You have all the applications you really need. Asphalt 8 HD, your Angry Birds, really anything you need. All the necessary apps are here. Now, you're not going to get every single new app that you have on your Android or iOS device, but the Windows Store is much better than it was when it first came out. And I also do love the Bing applications Microsoft puts on here, such as Bing Weather, which looks really great. It was one of my favorite weather clients. Another one of my personal favorites is the food and drink application, because I'm a big cook. My mom likes to cook. I cook with her a bunch. We both really like this application for finding new recipes. Really solid stuff here. So in all, the software is really good right now. It's only going to get better when that Windows Phone 8.1 update does roll around. So with all that said, the Nokia Lumia Icon is a really solid device. It's probably, without a doubt, my favorite Windows Phone device I have used to date. If you recall from my previous review of the Nokia Lumia 1520, I said it was really, really good, almost close to being perfect, aside from the fact that it was far too big for my liking. Well, the Lumia Icon is essentially the Nokia Lumia 1520, which was a 6-inch monster device, shrunken down a bit to a 5-inch handset, and is really the best Windows Phone 8 device money can currently buy. Fantastic display, really solid design, amazing camera on here, good battery life, great software, which is only going to get better when that update rolls around. All in all, really great device. If you're in the market for a new Windows Phone handset, make sure you check out the Lumia Icon, especially if you're on Verizon Wireless, because remember, this isn't exclusive to Verizon Wireless. So if you're on Verizon looking for a new device, really like Windows Phone, really cannot go wrong at all with the Nokia Lumia Icon. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have any more questions about the Icon, please let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to see me get this device again when the Windows Phone 8.1 update does finally roll around, let me know in the comments below. We'll see what we can do about that as well. If you liked the video, please go at it and hit the like button if you liked it to show your support and to make sure you never miss another episode from MCOJ. Make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure to follow Mobile Cup of Joe on Twitter, which is at Mobile Cup of Joe, and follow me personally as well, where I am at JoeMarin1. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.